देखो सभी जानते हैं कि बाबा हमको पढ़ाते ही है नॉलेज, जिससे हम, और ऐसा कोई भी है नहीं है साधु संत महात्मा ऐसे कह सके हम तुमको अभी पढ़ाता हूँ, तुम भविष्य ये फलाना बनेंगे, हम राजधानी स्थापन कर रहे, ऐसे तो कभी भी नहीं कह सकते हैं कोई। बाकी वो ईश्वर सिर्फ कहते हैं हम भी भगवान है, हम भी, अरे भगवान ने क्या सुनाया? भगवान ने सिर्फ एक गीता सुनाई। कौन कहते हैं भगवान ने वेद उपनिषद वगैरह सुनाया? सुनाया भगवान ने, भगवान ने वाक्य मैं तो जो राजयोग से कहता हूँ एक ही गीता सुनाई। ये तो बहुत ही सुनाते हैं, इससे तो है गीता से जब सुनते हैं तो हम राजयोग सुनते हैं, राजा बन जाते हैं, बाकी से क्या बनते हैं? उनका तो कोई एम एन ऑब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं। अच्छा, एक गीता में ही है कि राजयोग सिखलाते हैं, और तो कोई शास्त्र है नहीं जिसमें कोई राजयोग की बात ही हो कुछ भी। तो लोगों बच्चों को समझना तो चाहिए, बाबा क्या क्या समझाते हैं, बुद्धि में बैठते हैं या बैठते हैं, और बड़े बड़े बाबा हमको पढ़ाते हैं, मुझे तो उनका बाबा है। फिर ऐसे को फाकती क्यों देते हैं? क्या होते हैं उनको? माया फाकती दिलाई देती है। आपको कहते हैं देखो तुम कितना शाहूकार थे, कितना संपत्तिवान थे, अभी तुम कितना कंगाल, जो भेद की बात सुनाते हो तो भेद का बाप ही सुनाएंगे। तुम कैसे खर्चा करके सब खत्म कर दिया है। अभी तुम देखो, तुमको मालूम भी नहीं है कि ये सभी जो भी थे देवता वो इस समय में तब प्रधान है। क्योंकि बौद्ध जन्म के कहते हैं, बाबा ने कहा ना कि बौद्ध जन्म के अंत के जन्म के भी अंत में, तो बौद्ध जन्म का अंत किसका? देवताओं का। तो बौद्ध जन्म लेते गए, बाकी ये तो उनका है सतयुग का, वो भक्ति मार्ग के लिए बाकी चित्र बनाते हैं, ये ड्रामा के प्लान अनुसार ये भक्ति मार्ग का ये सामग्री बननी है, और मनुष्य को भक्ति मार्ग द्वारा दुर्गति को पहुंचना ही है। तो ये है ही भक्ति, कोई ज्ञान तो है नहीं कुछ भी। इस शास्त्र पढ़ना ये भी भक्ति है, ये पूजा करना भी भक्ति है। तो सभी शास्त्र पढ़ते हैं, और मैं तो कोई शास्त्र थोड़ी तुमको पढ़ाता हूँ, मैं तुमको आकर के पतितों को पावन बनाने के लिए ज्ञान सुनाता हूँ, सभी सिंपल समझाता हूँ, बिल्कुल ही। अपन को आत्मा समझो, आत्मा तो प्रधान बनी है नहीं, उसके साथ सभी भी तो प्रधान बने हैं। तुम देखो अभी बाप को याद करो तो इस शरीर के बदल में जो देखते हो तो तुम ये बन जाएंगे, अगर अच्छी तरह से समझे है। और ममत्व मिट जाते हैं पुराने संबंध से, क्योंकि नया संबंध चाहिए नहीं, तो जरूर पुराने संबंध से बुद्धि का युग तोड़ना है। ये गाते भी आते हैं, बाबा मैं जब आप आएंगे नहीं तब हम किसकी भी नहीं बनेंगे, मैं तो बहुतों की बनी नहीं, पति की, स्त्री की, चाचे की, मामे की, बाबे की, दादी की, कितना संबंध है। तो देखो आत्मा कहती है कि बाबा आप जब आएंगे ना तो मैं आपसे ही बुद्धि का योग तोड़ेंगी, जोड़ेंगी और साफ दे धागे से तोड़ेंगी। अभी ये करते हैं, देखो इंजाम किया हुआ, सो बाप याद दिला दी संगम पर, जन्म जन्मांतर का तुम्हारा ये इंजाम है कि जब आप आएंगे तब हम सिर्फ आपको ही, आपके साथ ही बुद्धि योग तोड़ेंगे। क्यों? कि बाबा कहते हैं मुझे मेरे साथ बुद्धि योग जोड़ने से तुम्हारा विक्रम सब विनाश हो जाएगा, और फिर तुम ये बन जाएंगे, यानी राजधानी के बन जाएंगे। ये तो है मुख्य एम एन ऑब्जेक्ट। क्या एम एन ऑब्जेक्ट दिखा है? प्रजा के थोड़ी एम एन ऑब्जेक्ट चलेंगे। राजा के साथ प्रजा जरूर है।
प्रकाश कुंड की वो ज्वाला जिसने हर एक ज्योति जगाई, प्रकाश कुंड की वो ज्वाला जिसने हर एक ज्योति जगाई, उनको देखते ही सबने फिर से आत्म रोशनी पाई। उसकी वाणी सुन के बन गए उसकी वाणी सुन के बन गए तुच्छ मानव देव समान।
मुझे से रूहानी बाप दादा का दिलो जान से गर्लफ्रेंड से याद प्यार गुड नाइट। रूहानी बच्चों पे तो रूहानी बाप की नमस्ते।
Om Shanti. Do the service of giving sakash through your powerful mind, imbibing the mantra of Manmanabhav practically in order to concentrate your mind and intellect. Constantly keep the mantra of Manmanabhav in your awareness. By imbibing the mantra of Manmanabhav, practically, you can claim a first number. To have concentration of the mind means to stay in the remembrance of one, to be concentrated in solitude. When you become introverted and free from the vibrations of all attractions, you will then be able to do the service of giving sakash to the whole world with your mind. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 27. Do the service of giving sakash through your powerful mind. Today's topic, imbibing the mantra of Manmanabhav practically. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, happy. Yes. Whenever we find that some wasteful thoughts are emerging in the mind, remind immediately that I have to be in Baba's remembrance. And especially when Baba says, remember me alone, that means no request, no application, no wish, nothing. Because generally it happens that when you're remembering Baba, even to have something, Baba, I want to do this, or Baba, this should happen. It's not only remembrance, right? Or sometimes immediately thought goes towards someone who is not physically well. Baba, please. Even we know that so and so is Baba's child, no? Baba will take care. But it's kind of our habit in path of bhakti that whenever we went to God, we went with some desire or other. But now Baba says, no, that is not real remembrance. Remembrance, true remembrance, is really where Baba says your sins will be destroyed. Thus, I am soul, and Baba is supreme soul, or any relationship with Baba, and totally focused, concentration. So that attention we have to give more and more, that whenever I sit with Baba, I take as a soul. Because even others need sakash, but soul also, I as a soul, also need to lighten myself. By vices are gone, but there are weaknesses of vices, or there are traces of past sanskars, or something still left, right? So I have to remember, so that one of the experience Rajubai was sharing, that once Dadi Prakashmani was sitting very quiet and closed eyes, and when she opened eyes, he asked her, what was she doing? She said, I have my soul as a diamond on my palm, and I was looking at it. Is it flawless? So I kept looking, and I didn't see any flaw. So then I say, oh, now I have become complete. So she felt that I'm becoming karmatit. That's why I'm not seeing any flaw. So it is more and more just looking at the self, and that am I becoming flawless? Am I becoming complete, or are there any weaknesses there? So inculcation of Manmanabhav means keep reminding yourself. Like for food and other things, we know this is discipline and we are very attentive. Cannot take this, cannot eat this. Same is remembrance, pure remembrance, only remembrance of Baba. That's what Baba is saying, that imbibing the mantra of Manmanabhav practically, in order to concentrate your mind and intellect, constantly keep the mantra of Manmanabhav in your awareness. By imbibing the mantra of Manmanabhav practically, you claim a first number. Anytime Brahma Baba used to say, there are many who are clever and giving lectures, this, that, but still I am number one. Jokingly will say, because my remembrance is consistent. And secondly, I give joy to everyone. Never, because of anything cause sorrow. In Hindi we call it sukh. मैं तो सुख देता हूँ all the time. So remembrance makes you number one. To have concentration of mind means to stay in the remembrance of one and concentration in solitude. When you become introverted, and free from the vibrations of attractions, no pulls of any kind, you will then be able to do the service of giving sakash to the whole world with your mind. When we are talking to 20, 30 people, then they talk to another few, another, so it reaches, right? And what people get, sakash could be of peace, of love, of power. Through the presence. That means whatever soul remembrance of Baba has taken in, and a program day before yesterday with some contact souls. They were all 40, and somebody was hosting that program. So basically, what they were, the feedback was basically sakash of different kind. And Lord Baba word kept coming that you say God is different, then you say Baba. And this was a couple who was doing it. They are from this country, and all the friends and contacts, because that assurance people feel is not just the words, it's just the presence of Sakash. Sakash is more present, like if you are very peaceful, then Sakash of peace. That means strong vibrations of peace, that they feel peaceful. Right? Same could be of love, same could be Baba's remembrance. And it's very interesting to see what touches the souls, right? And that's what Baba keeps saying, Sakash to the whole world, Sakash. So Sakash is not only power, any kind of current, no? Sakash is more current. It could be love, it could be peace, it could be wisdom, it could be understanding, anything. No? So now time is coming, we have to be ready for that, where we could reveal Baba. As Baba says, through your face and activities, that Baba will be revealed, not by sound. Face angelic, cheerful, fresh, right? So that is what Baba wants to see, and we all will do it, right? Baba knows that we will do it. Baba's help is also there all the time. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Hello, Om Shanti Vadivan.
Interesting the word you used for Sakash just now, presence, because I was thinking about your qualities, your virtues, and which virtues you would claim as your own. And the first thing that came to mind was, stability. I'm not talking about the original qualities, but virtues. And so stability and this thing of presence. And I could see how that was working with that group of people on Saturday, that just your presence, and even though they could have asked you more questions, even when you gave an answer, they could have followed up, but they didn't need to, because whether or not they understood everything, they were feeling your presence and being so very appreciative of it. So what would
I was surprised, especially Alfredo, because
why?
generally Alfredo generally has a lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
But surprisingly, he said, "No, I just want to
Yeah,
express, want to hear." It's very
this was something that was in the end of the Murli yesterday, about how through silence, power of silence, the drums would beat like the two opposite things. And so that's the thing I think that and I see it very clearly with you, that there's something that you have just that makes souls become silent. That because some of them I don't even think I don't even know if they believe in God. I'm thinking of one in particular. I honestly don't know if she believes in God. And yet she's experiencing all these, what's happening in the world at the moment. But the fact that she came, and the fact that, she was made peaceful just by your presence, is something to witness,
That's
So,
so. I keep saying that Sakash is not only power. It could be peace. It could be love. It could be any virtue, as you said. Sakash of a virtue.
right. But it's a presence, it just makes people come into silence. And so what would you say would be more for Brahmins, I suppose, but what is the proof that sakash is working? Because the paradox is we're not supposed to be making the world better at one level, but sometimes Baba says that it'll be as things get worse, that's the proof of your yoga or your sakash. So how do we present that this is something that really...
No, in the Murli, when Baba said that if you have silence or concentration, then wandering intellect of others will also get in the silence.
Interesting.
You remember that Dadi Janki used to say that people come with a lot of questions, but after a few minutes, we are silenced. Oh, I came with questions, but I don't have now any.
They forget them. And I think that was what someone was saying to you last night about someone who came with questions, and then when he was being invited to ask the questions, he said, I don't have any questions. I'm just here in Didi's presence, and the questions are gone. It's amazing. Whereas
if you sit and listen to the problems, a lot of time, energy goes. So when it's a family, they just decided to come from India. They sold everything and came to US and couldn't settle until now. So naturally, children are very affected. But they said he wants to talk, a young person. I said, okay, why not? And anything I ask, you are okay? Yes, I am. You are, yeah, I'm facing challenges. So now one who brought saying, but you wanted to personally meet, he said, no, I am okay now. Because I feel that we go beyond what their problems are. Because if I sit with the awareness that he has difficulties in body, he has difficulties in job, now my thoughts will kind of invoke those thoughts and other. So, okay, whatever it is, let's see how we gain strength and pass through whatever is happening. So I myself was happy in a way that in 5 minutes, something what they thought might take half an hour. So because if we keep listening the stories of sadness, problem, worries, I think that we know, yes, everyone has some story or other, but how to go beyond or get the power, whatever is required, and share some Baba's yuktis to gain power or keep courage and move on in the life, right? Because that's what it is.
And I think many of these souls, particularly from Bharat, they really do believe in blessings.
Yeah.
That and that just by being in front of a yogi soul or someone who's dedicated their life to spirituality, they feel that just by being in their presence that they will be blessed. And so it's this thing, I suppose, that they become positive. And there's an expression that Baba uses, it's also in popular culture as well, that the best is yet to come. We hear it in poems and songs, and there's a biblical reference to it. The best is yet to come. So two sides of that. One, you have been there for most of the history of the yajna. What for you, you've experienced Baba, you've experienced every facet of increase, expansion of service. You've become the head of the Brahma Kumaris. What for you is the best that's yet to come? It's easy to tell other people that the best is yet to come. And also at our age, that there's not that many years left. And, I can look and say, well, so many of the ones that I was close to are no longer here. There's not going to be souls like that again. So, in practical terms, the best is yet to come. Or would we just look at it in terms of, immediate situations, that, your life situation will improve, or you'll get a job or whatever? But curious to...
I always remind myself that my last moment in the body has to be in remembrance of Baba. And so I pay a lot of attention whenever there is tension of any kind, which keeps happening, no, in the sense of our surrounding, and little big things keep happening all over and even around us. But remembrance of Baba, I always just say, keep reminding myself that that's what I would. And I keep Brahma Baba in front of me by saying that how so many different situations, how Baba remained cheerful. But most important thing is that he remained karma yogi until end, right? But also he was holding to remembrance. He was karma yogi because 1 hour before he was telling Ramesh Bhai, sign the lease for museum. Okay, you have to do this, And somebody asked Baba, we were listening to that night class a few days ago. So Baba, somebody said, Baba, your health is okay? Yes, mostly it is okay. So a lot of people have this question, did he knew that what's going to happen, or he didn't wanted to tell, or he didn't? So then when Baba came on 21st, the message, so Baba said, if I would have told, will you let me go?
Yeah.
Or what will be the energy around? And so beautifully he left, not only left, but when we got the news, there was no sorrow.
No.
It's so interesting that one you know is your parents, and as young ones, we just dedicated our life. Even we to Shiv Baba, but it was in front of us is Brahma Baba, no? But we didn't feel 1 second, oh, now I am orphan, or now there is no one who belongs to me, and nothing, no thoughts, just silence. So when the pure souls leave body, they will not leave any sorrow.
No.
The way, and then immediately museum had to be built, and everyone got so busy. So he left a task also. So it's a very beautiful feeling. So I keep emerging that and say that what the true remembrance, and then do your duties until I don't want just believe in few days of silence, no talk. I'm very natural. Whenever you don't need to talk, you are in silence. And if you need to talk, talk little and just do it. But so very natural silence inside, remembrance of Baba. And
I
but
like
I said that there are some undercurrent thinking, in the sense of suddenly my thoughts go towards our dearest brother. And, I say, no, I have to give sakash to the soul. So it's like, these are very, you cannot really externally see it, but from time to time, some of these things. And I think that after Brother Bridgemont's recent physical health, it's like everyone got little alert, because you could never imagine this could happen. So I think that in a way, internally getting ready, but remain very natural. Keep doing your karma yoga, but be just in remembrance of one. So I keep reminding myself of these few things all the time.
I like this idea. As I said, the best is still to come when you've kind of lived your your life in terms of, you know, so many decades that you've been in the body. But this idea that, and that will be perhaps an aim for me, is that the best is still to come, will be that moment of leaving the body.
Mm. That's what Daddy Janki used to say, how you live and where you live also.
Oh,
No,
really?
that's why how you leave body
Mm-hmm.
and also the place you leave body. And that is why when doctor said we can't do anything, she said, oh, I want to go to Shantivan.
Yeah.
And she came to Global Hospital.
Right.
And then because she knew that if she cannot, then why she has to stay in hospital. And that's what Gayatri keep reminding, that all of us have this choice, should have choice. You know, don't reach to a point where there is no choice of leaving the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Dadi had this aim that I have to leave body in Shantivan, right?
Yeah.
And then she said, I don't want big funeral, garlands,
Everything.
so much. And it couldn't happen because of COVID, right? Nobody could go. So any pure thought we keep, then according to drama. But I just keep Brahma Baba in front of me all the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, because you mentioned earlier on, you were talking about the chit. I think it was you, or yeah. And so I always felt for Daddy Janki that you know, she'd done pressure cleaning on her chit, and that it was like the past, the present, and the future. They were all kind of combined, and so it was like a memory almost that, and also the power to then make it so that her funeral would be exactly like she's, not how we would have liked it, because the place would have been crowded. If it hadn't been for COVID, we'd all have rushed back to Madhavan, you know, and couldn't even be flowers, nothing. And so the other thing that Baba, oh yeah, just a question while you were mentioning the 21st of January, and when Daddy, and that amazing story of Daddy Gulzar and Bap Dada, did Almighty Baba ever come through Daddy Gulzar while Sakhar Baba was still alive?
No.
No. And
I don't recall anything like that.
Right. So what was, I know what Daddy Gulzar's experience was on the 21st. She didn't even know it was happening. She was busy up there. But you were in the gathering. What, and I was just being struck earlier on by the whisper, you know, what was your experience on the 21st?
The 21st was actually Bhog message, no? It, after, no?
No, Daddy came.
Okay.
Baba came.
I was sitting in front. One moment I remember is when Dadi was sharing or Baba was sharing. For few seconds, all of us, you know, like we could cry, right? Nimal Shanta Dadi was very strong. And she got up and she said, this is what Baba would not like. And she's the Lokik daughter, right?
Right.
It only for 1 minute, we all know, like the cries, but we didn't cry. We didn't weep, but it's like, you know, we were internally, but of course we all calmed down and everything.
Sentimental. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when that voice first came, I mean, what was your response to that, or have you maybe forgotten because you got so used to it?
I don't remember that time.
Yeah.
Definitely it would have been,
Strange.
yeah, surprising.
Yeah, strange. Because that anyway, that's a long story.
Mm.
But just to finish with one other thing, what Baba said yesterday also, he no longer wants us to be number wise, he wants us to be number one, right? And so have you ever felt anything less than number one?
Mm. I always felt number one.
Yeah, yeah.
We all have to feel that now, no? Yeah, that's what Baba is saying.
I don't think I could work as hard as you, Didi. so
everyone is number one in their own. Everyone is so special, valuable.
Well, you were saying it for Baba too, and how there was two things I've forgotten. He said he's number one anyway, but also because he gave joy to everyone.
Sukh dena.
Yeah, he gave joy to everyone. So do you feel more authentically number one now than say 10 years ago or
I don't know, since I came to Baba,
really? Wow.
very young person, Baba's love, and even Dadi Prakash Mani, they kind of always used to make me feel responsible. Everything one day, anytime Dadi will say, "You are big Mohini, you are really big." I used to say, I laugh on that because there was other Mohini too.
Right, right.
So they kind of always looked at me as a responsible, that I am one who has to be responsible.
Stable, solid.
Now I know. But also, when we had Peace Village and there was flag hoisting, so I gave keys to Dadi and I said, Dadi, I have whole region. I travel 7 months of the year. So how can I take care of Peace Village? So give this key to whosoever you think. He said, it is in trust on you that we said, okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things that the Gulzar taught us, anything you start, you should get it accomplished. Never give up in between. And that is the right thing to do. That means you take responsibility and get it done. And one thing in Peace Village, I tell them, whenever they say, we don't have this, I said, don't keep saying. Always say we have everything, we have lot. Invoke, bring it instead of keep saying that we don't have this, we don't. And that becomes scarcity, But if you, Baba had been saying elevated thoughts, So in the beginning, there was this, that, always, even now, because then subtle obstacles start coming when we start saying these words. And I don't believe in, I say no, we have, and it will come more and more. It will have. So if we keep these auspicious thoughts, our vibration invokes and brings everything, whatever is required, right?
So the best is still to come.
Yeah, like Dadi Janki used to say, when I think of something, it just happens.
Just, yeah.
So we have to do that through our elevated thought.
Yeah. Thank you, Didi.
Okay, nice to talk to you. See you.
Right. See you in
Madhuban.
India. See you in
Yes.
Marban.
Yes, very soon.
Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much. And tomorrow is Tuesday, and our schedule from Amrit Villa 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. But we will continue in the evening 5 to 6 p.m. English Awake Murli revision. Then together with that, in breakout room, Awake the Children Murli class 5 to 5:15 p.m. But we will continue evening session, meditation, Hindi series, English series. So whole day Bhatti will be on in month of January. You all are welcome to join anytime. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
जान ले, मनमनाभव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले। मनवांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मनमनाभव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले, मनमनाभव मंत्र का। जो कदम उठे तेरे दर पे जा रुके, जो कदम उठे तेरे दर पे जा रुके, जीवन मुक्ति का रहस्य तुमसे पा सके, तुमसे पा सके। योग युक्त शिव की भक्ति से रहे जुड़े, योग युक्त शिव की भक्ति से रहे जुड़े। मनवांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मनमनाभव मंत्र का। अनन्य शक्तियों की धूप छाव में पले, अनन्य शक्तियों की धूप छाव में पले। जो तेरे हिसाब से कर्म कर चले, कर्म कर चले। आत्म अन्वेषण से अब आपसे मिले, आत्म अन्वेषण से अब आपसे मिले। मनवांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मनमनाभव मंत्र का। जो तेरी रजा में है हमको सब कबूल, जो तेरी रजा में है हमको सब कबूल। तेरी राह चल पड़े बन जाए हम मबूल, बन जाए हम मबूल। धीरज मन में बांध ले शान स्वरूप बने, धीरज मन में बांध ले शान स्वरूप बने। मनवांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मनमनाभव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले, मनमनाभव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले। मनवांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मनमनाभव मंत्र का।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
ओम शांति।
ओम शांति दीदी।
ओम शांति दीदी।
शांति